We are getting you exclusive details of the serial rapist's interrogation by the Delhi police. He's lied a lot during interrogation but has owned up to his heinous crime. Let's go across to Bhavtosh Singh on the phone line who has more details. Yes, Bhavtosh.
Well, in fact, Times Now has accessed the confessional statement of Shiv Kumar Yadav. Now, in fact, he gives a blow-by-blow account as to how he picked up the girl from Vasant Vihar at around 10:58 in the night. That's on Friday. So he said that when he reached near her house, he found her sleeping in the car. Then he took a detour. Now, he could have reached her house within 5 minutes, but he took a detour. And then near a garbage dump near the Zakhira flyover, he parked the car and then sexually assaulted her. So when he tried to sexually assault her, the victim woke up. He said that he repeatedly slapped her and also tried to strangle her. The victim also pleaded and said that he's a cab driver and he could be traced, to which the accused in this case copied her mobile phone number on his phone and then gave her a missed call and said that I will track your movements and if required then I will even come and harm you physically. The victim later on told the police that he dropped her near her house. Accidentally, the victim sent an SMS to the accused in this case, in which she said that she has been raped. Now, this SMS, instead of landing in her friend's mobile phone, went to the accused, and the accused that's how got alerted. After which, the accused then fled to Mathura. The police have said that during interrogation since yesterday, he changed his statement at least 4 or 5 times. He first said that he has been implicated falsely in this case, but due to intensive questioning and the fact that the case is open and shut and the victim has recorded a statement before judicial magistrate, the accused finally owned up everything.
Bhavtosh, what's alarming is that this man so far has shown no remorse whatsoever after he has been caught. Also, we do realize, once you tell us the entire sequence of events as he has narrated it, that he seems like a habitual offender. So the fact that the 2011 case against him was completely ignored is again very, very disturbing, because he has used these threats. He knew what to do with the victim's phone. He knew how to threaten her, and he was hoping to get away.
Well, in fact, it appears, and that's what even the police officer said on the day one, it said that they suspect that they are encountering someone who is a serial offender. Police officers said that when they were questioned.
We'll just try and reconnect with Bhavtosh, but these are exclusive details of the Delhi rapist's confession to the Delhi police. We, of course, know that he has lied a lot during the interrogation, tried to say that he has been falsely implicated, but upon questioning, he has given a blow-by-blow account of how he actually took the victim to an isolated spot when he saw that she was sleeping. Bhavtosh is with us live now. Bhavtosh, you were telling us that the Delhi police too, after interrogating him, are leaning towards the fact that he could be a habitual offender.
Yes, in fact, officers even on Saturday and Sunday said that the manner in which he fled from the spot, the fact that he switched off his mobile phone, fled to Mathura, went first to his immediate family and then to distant relatives, clearly showed that he knew what he was doing. Now, this is the reason because in 2011 he was first arrested for on charges of sexual assault. He spent 7 months in that case, but was later acquitted by the court on charges of lack of evidence. The Commissioner of the Delhi Police yesterday, when we posed this question, said that he will look into the circumstances leading to his acquittal. But as far as this case is concerned, Times Now has accessed the confession statement. It's a chilling account of what happened on Friday night. The victim, in fact, has recorded a statement before judicial magistrate. But one look at this statement of the accused, one realizes that you are encountering a psychopath, a serial offender, a serial rapist. The ease with which he committed the crime, the manner in which he virtually instilled fear in a victim's mind, the fact that he not only physically assaulted her but also threatened her repeatedly, the fact that he took her mobile phone number, gave a missed call to her, saved her number, clearly showed that the victim encountered a repeat offender.
Now, during the interrogation, Bhavtosh, has he also given up names of people who may have helped him? Because the Delhi police will also be hoping to nab people who may have assisted this man in escaping.
Well, in fact, the police on Saturday night at around 10 p.m. had picked up the victim's wife. Now, when the wife was questioned by the police, she said that he told her that he has been falsely implicated in this case and that he had a fight with someone. When the wife was told that he had sexually assaulted a young woman in Delhi, the woman then claimed that she is not aware of these facts. In fact, there is as far as his family is concerned, Shiv Kumar Yadav had married his sister-in-law. His elder brother passed away. In fact, committed suicide. He married his elder sister-in-law. The sister-in-law, he has 3 children, a 14-year-old son and 2 daughters from this marriage. The police have said that the family was aware of his past, and they said that they will assist him. But some of the relatives were providing refuge to him, but due to intensive searches that were carried on Sunday, he was finally arrested.
Now, Bhavtosh, is the Delhi police saying anything about the character certificate that's been in focus? Of course, the Delhi police commissioner has said that it was a forged certificate, but is there any information on that front that this serial rapist has spoken about?
Well, the police have registered a case, Radhika, in this matter, that of cheating, forgery and for using forged documents. That's under section 467, 468 and 471 of IPC. The police says that this clearly shows the system, the mess that exists in the system. While applying for the permit or the commercial license, he submitted fake documents. There is this nexus which is very well known in transport department between notary and the lower rung staff, and they said that that this fake certificate could have been provided by one of them. Now, it was a big embarrassment for the Delhi police yesterday, and the crime branch had to work a lot in this case to finally say that this certificate is fake. But to allay all fears and rest all suspicion, this certificate will be sent for forensic examination. But primary investigation has revealed that in fact, accused Shiv Kumar Yadav has been using fake certificate.
Bhavtosh, the account that you bring us of his confession is a chilling one, because he admits that the victim here was pleading, saying that you could be caught. But this man has shown no fear of the law whatsoever. In fact, it is at this point that he told the victim that he would kill her if she objected.
Well, yes. In fact, when the victim said that he should not sexually assault her, and that he's a cab driver who can be traced, instead of leaving her, he threatened her. He repeatedly slapped her. There are also some bite marks on victim's body. So clearly, the accused was a psychopath who knew what he was doing. The police also said that he decided to target her when he realized that she was in deep sleep. At that point of time, instead of taking her to home, which was just 2 to 3 kilometers away, he took a detour and then parked his car near a flyover, below a flyover, in fact, very close to a garbage dump.